guys, welcome back to BigJon TV. On today's Funky Food Friday, I'm sharing with you something that's not too funky, but kind of just a take on a traditional recipe, a really classic recipe. As you may know, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, I've got chickens in my backyard. They're pretty loud, but they give me awesome eggs. Beautiful colors. It's really nice to have fresh eggs all the time. The only difficulty comes when we try to hard boil them and peel them. They're nearly impossible. So today I'm going to share with you deviled eggs squared. It's going to be deviled eggs that you don't have to peel. Come along and I'll show you how you put them together. Alright, I've got here a dozen of my beautiful fresh eggs. These were just collected this morning. Now if I wanted to hard boil these, they would be nearly impossible to peel. I have had some success steaming them, but even then I often end up with cracked eggs and ugly yolks. We're going to separate out our eggs. Got one bowl for yolks, one bowl for whites. Last egg. Alright, so now we've got two bowls, whites and yolks. We're going to give our whites a quick mix. We don't want to start to aerate these too much. We just want to kind of blend them together so that they're one unit. We don't want them to get frothy or start to turn to meringue. Just a gentle stir. Got an 8-inch glass dish. We're gonna spray with some, I've got my coconut cooking spray. And then the egg whites go in. We're gonna cook this in a 250-degree oven for about 20 minutes or until it's firm and all white, there's no jiggle left. Into our yolks we're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk and we're going to give them a whisk. And now we move over to the stove. Okay, I've got about a tablespoon of butter melting in the pan. Into that we're going to add our 12 beaten egg yolks. Do a sprinkle of pepper, sprinkle of salt, and just cook them till they're no longer runny. Alright, these look good. Now we're going to process them in a food processor or blender with all the ingredients to turn them into a deviled egg. Alright, into our food processor base we're going to add 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, and our scrambled eggs. We'll process this until it's smooth and creamy. Once you get it to a good consistency, this is when you want to taste it and see what sort of seasonings it needs. A little salt and a little pepper, and I think that's good. Looks good. All right, we're gonna scoop this into a Ziploc bag, a gallon size, that I fitted with a pastry tip. All right, and we'll let this cool in the fridge while our whites finish up. Ouch, our whites are out of the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen the edges. All right, this seems like it's gonna come right out, but I'm gonna let it cool for just a minute. All right, folks, tragedy struck as I tried to turn this out of the pan. It cracked, so I'm just gonna work with what I've got. I think I needed to have let it cool in the pan fully before trying to turn it out. So word to the wise. All right, I've sliced them up into nice little cubes. I'm gonna plate them and squeeze some yolk on them. All right, so I salvaged 10 of them. I actually have a few more on another plate, but that's all that I could fit on my serving platter. Now I'm gonna make them pretty. We've got our yolks in our squeezy bag here with a nice tip. Those look super fancy. I'm gonna sprinkle a few with some freeze-dried chives. Just to make them pretty. They won't really add too much of a flavor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle the rest with a little bit of paprika. There we go, some pretty fancy looking little eggs. Hey John, you wanna try one?
Yep. Alright, so I'm very, very particular about my deviled eggs. My aunt used to make them. Did you tell them that earlier?
Nope.
Okay. Very simple recipe, and that's pretty much the only way I like them. So something that's different and abnormal, we'll see.
Don't eat the chives then.
A little bit harder to pick up.
Yeah, they miss that edge.
Mmm.
Good flavor?
Yeah, that actually works.
Cool.
They're just funky enough to get your attention as far as what they look like and how they chew, but the flavor's there. Those are great.
And to be honest, I don't like deviled eggs, so I won't be eating any.
Oh yes, try one with chives.
No, they're disgusting. All right, it's funky food. I'll try it. Yay! It's very eggy.
This is a funky little twist on these though. I dig these. These are fun. These are cool, and they look cool.
Just let your yolks cool. I mean, your whites cool all the way.
Let the whites cool down before you start cutting them. I think that'll help it out.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this funky twist to a really classic recipe.
Good ones.
Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
All right, guys. See you.